Today's update is fire, and I really mean it. They've added the fire effects from BR into Creative. Battle Royale slipstreams are now possible in Creative. Sentries are off-grid, and probably the biggest setting in the history of Fortnite Creative was added today. I'll show you that and a lot more. Let's go. All right, now it's time for the leaks. First up, we got the guard spawner. It's going to spawn different types of NPC guards with customizable options. I think this might be for the henchmen possibly. I cannot wait. We've been waiting for so long for this device and it might be coming soon. Some of these other things were already kind of leaked in the past, but these files have been re-added. It looks like the melee manager was re-added in, a gravity gun, and then also something new, maybe some farming device. All I know is this looks really interesting and I can't wait to check it out. All right, you know how we start the update video. Let's get it. 3, 2, 1. Woo! So lame. All right, first up on the update, let's check out all the brand new weapons and items they've added. We now have the primal flame bow, we have the heavy shotgun, we have the mythic stinger SMG, it's re-added. We got fireflies, we have gas cans added, and then we also have the flare gun. And you're probably thinking, why are these all flammable type weapons? Well, they've actually added the fire effects from BR into Creative, and they are insane. Let me show them to you. All right, let's just grab the new primal bow, and let's just shoot down this bad boy over here. And see? That's the new fire animation. It is so cool. I love it. Real quick, you guys, if you go under settings, look for enable fire setting. Make sure that is on yes if you want the new fire graphics in your map. Next up, they've added the new fuel pump device. This thing is really cool as well. Of course, it goes with the vehicle spawners. And when you interact with it, it has a lot of the same common settings as most devices. You'll notice fuel capacity, that one's new. So you can actually decide how much fuel this thing will dispense. You can also turn off explosion on this device if you don't want it to destroy a lot of things in your map. And then lastly, you can filter it by team or class and enable it on and off. But I gotta show you guys one little thing real quick so you know how it works. Come on over to my little gas station that I set up for this right now. It's really bad, sorry. I want you guys to interact with your vehicle spawner. And I want you guys to find the setting called fuel consumption. Now, if this has infinite fuel, then this gas pump is not gonna work. So you're gonna have to make sure that this is set to use as fuel. Now, as you can see right now, I'm in my car, I have low fuel. I can come over here to my gas pump, grab it, and then I can start fueling up my car. Pretty cool, pretty simple. All right, now we got some really cool settings added to old devices, and some of these are like we've been asking since day one, so listen up. First off, on the Accolade device or the XP device, if you're not sure what that is, if your map is in calibration and people are playing it, they actually are still accumulating XP, and the next time they load into Fortnite, all the XP they gained previously will be awarded, which is awesome. That's a great add. Now for something we have all been asking, especially mechanics, forever, and they finally added it, and thank you, Epic. And that is we can now type in numbers in the channel slot. Look at this. Oh my goodness, 250, 100. Oh my goodness, you guys, this saves so much time, especially now with 500 channels. Thank you, Epic. Next device is brand new, and it is actually really cool. It's called the Skydive volume. Now, maybe some of you are saying, well, why would we need that? And yeah, this is probably more used for like concerts and such things, but there's also some really cool use cases. Like we can now make a 1-for-1 slipstream. I'll show you that in a second, but first, let's just check out the settings on this device. If you interact with it, you're going to notice a bunch of new settings and some familiar ones, but I mostly want to talk about push force. What push force is the strength of force that will constantly push you in a direction. So if we set it to positive number, it'll push you up. If you set it to negative, it's going to push you down in the volume. And if you actually set it to 0 or neutral, it'll allow the player to choose where they want to go. I've made a quick example right here, and the middle is neutral. This is negative push force, and this is positive. So as you see, if I run into the positive, it's going to throw me up. If I fly into the neutral, it's just going to hold me and I can go down or up. And then if I fly into the negative, it's going to bring me right down. Now I'd like to point out one more setting that's pretty cool, and that is you can lock players into this volume, and by a channel you can actually unlock them and let them out. I'm sure some of you guys have your head turning right now thinking of some cool mechanics with it. All right, now as promised, here's the slipstream I made. I made this really quick, but actually if we can get this video to 500 likes, I will make an in-depth tutorial step-by-step on how to make a slipstream from BR. Let me just show you guys how this works. All right, you guys, you just jump in it and you can fly around. This is so cool, and I can't believe we can actually do this in creative now. And then you can just fly out. Pretty cool. All right, now this might take the cake as the best thing about this update. The sentry device is now off grid. You can place it anywhere just like a mannequin. Look at this thing, how cool. Let's interact and check out the settings. A lot of the old settings are still in this device, but you will notice some new ones. And I want to focus on sentry scale because you can actually resize these sentries as well. But you need to make sure the sentry scale is set to spawner size. Look at how small and how big we can get these. It's so massive. All right, let's see how small we can get this. Look at him. Look how small. Oh my goodness. All right, let's start the game. This is gonna be nuts. Oh my, look at how big it is. Oh my goodness. Oh, and then look at this little guy. Look at him, look at him. Oh my, the aim maps are gonna be insane. Mark my words. Now I wanna show you guys a few more new settings on the sentries that are really cool. You can actually now enable a little alert icon on the top of the sentry. And lastly, they've added some really cool triggerable options for this, including you can change a sentry's team, you can pacify it, and you can signal off of like every event this sentry does. And hats off, Epic. So happy to see this device off grid. All right, this update video is almost done, but we have some new settings they just added today that you cannot miss. Let me just show you those. First up, on the player counter, they gave us a new option to compare on count change to during game. This is very cool and something to note. And they also added an option to either include or not include spectators. I know this device was kind of hard to use out of the box, but I think a lot of people will understand how this device works now if they keep this setting to no. All right, let's check out some other new settings. On the objective devices, they've added an option to enable custom text now. Right here, custom objective text, you can just enter whatever you want. I love how we're getting these icon and text additions to a lot of devices. This is going to help with navigation so much. All right, the mannequin device got a lot of new skins. Let me show you them all. First up, we got the Dark Vanguard. We got the Dark Voyager. We got Robo Ray. We got Shiver. We got Infinity. We got Gia. They added Zero, Snowdrift, and Snow Heart. I love it when they add new skins, but the device memory is still over 2,000, so I don't get that excited. It definitely needs to be lower, in my opinion, before I really start using this device more. All right, now for the next new setting they've added on the button device, they've given us an option to filter by class. This is a good add, and now we don't have to burn another channel or a trigger to be able to do this. Next up, they increased the amount of creatures or wildlife that can spawn in one instance up to 30. If we interact with it, you can see the spawn count only goes up to 20 though. How you can achieve 30 is you have to make multiple wildlife spawners or creature spawners. So for instance, if we put this to 15, let's set 2, that should give us 30. Let's start the game and count.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
As you can see, they have increased the limit. I know they are testing this out though, so if performance is really bad, they might lower it. So just be on the lookout for that. And the last thing they've added today is they actually added the battle bus, which you can find the battle bus in the variant car gallery B. It'll be in your lower bottom corner. Be aware, it's 4,500 memory though, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. I don't know if they planned on releasing the battle bus and the Sky volume all at once, but it kind of goes together. Look how big this thing gets though. It's ridiculous. And there you have it. That's today's update. I know it's insane. We've been also getting a lot of leaks lately, so we know the next few updates could be even crazier. So you know what to do. Make sure you're subscribed and with those notifications on so you do not miss those videos. I'm Immature Gamer. I'm out.